Welcome back to the channel. If you want the gills, we've got the skills right here at 302 Fishing. We are heading south today. Before we get started, I do want to apologize for the video that we were not able to put up last Saturday. I had some technical issues. At first, I thought I had a software issue with the editing program that I use, but it turns out that it looks like it was a corrupt card. And those clips were not able to be edited properly, and it was just screwing around with the program. I had to go out and get a new card today, so hopefully what we shoot today will appear in front of you the next Saturday when I put this up. But we are coming down to Massey Landing. All of the tourists are gone. It's after Labor Day, so hopefully we have a pretty free pier out here when we get to Massey's Landing. You remember the last time we were here? We got absolutely poured on. Mother Nature wasn't having it with us, but we got some fish on, which was good. But the disadvantage we had is we had an outgoing tide on that episode. Today, I timed it where we're just about on the back end of full low tide. High tide will be here at 1:46, I think it is. That's an hour from now. And I'm curious to see what kind of fish come in on that incoming tide on that landing there. Anything can be on the end. Our baits of choice are gonna be bloodworms and squid. We do have some fish bites that are on here. I might possibly be able to get some sand fleas, but I wanna thank Smith's Bait Shop for the leftover worms and squid that I had from the day before. And I wanna thank Dan's Tackle Box. He gave me an extra set of bloodworms because we're gonna be out here for quite some time, guys. At least 5 to 6 hours we're gonna be out here because I just want to get something cool on the end of the line. But this landing has been putting some crazy fish on here, man. Big striper, big drum. Some people got some nice looking flounder out of here. Big sheepshead. I want to be one of those lucky people to try to possibly get that today. So give me a couple minutes to get down the road over here, and we'll drop line and just wait for the bounce on the end of our rod right here. If you haven't already done so, guys, I would hope you consider go ahead and subscribing to the channel. Make sure you push the notification bell for future uploads that you can see. Give us a big fat thumbs up if you like any of our episodes. Of course, drop a comment below at 302 Fishing. You can visit us on Instagram. So give me a moment. We'll get down there, guys, and wish me some luck. Maybe we get a monster on today. I made it into my office today. I've got my chair I can recline on. I've got my rod leaned up against the edge of the landing here. My line is down below. We've got bloodworms and we've got sand fleas on the end of the line right here. The current is crazy fast right now. It is outgoing, as I mentioned in the intro right there. That's 6 ounces of weight that's holding that line right there, guys, and it's still moving. I have one lady down here, she's got 8 ounces, but I don't want to put that much heavy weight on the end of the line because I don't know what's rated on the tip of my rod right here. I don't want to snap it. I think I might have a bite here, guys. I had a couple hits right here just as I dropped it down below the pier right here. I think he might have got my bait though. Ooh, there you go. Oh, something's banging me down there, guys. Oh, he got the sand fleas. All right, that's a good sign. That might be a potential tog down there, guys. Let's try to put one on there for right now. Let's see what happens. But I literally put it right in the corner of the pier right here in the shaded area, and that's when I had that instant hit. Now, of course, it doesn't want to bite. Trying to tease me. Got a bite here, guys. Something has been nibbling on it. Real subtle taps. All right, let's see if they got our worm. Nope, still there. Just tagging on that tiny little end that's sticking right out there, I'm sure. And just dropping right down here. Let me show you. Right there. See where the shadow area is? That's right where I'm dropping it at. Come on, fish. Again, still waiting for the bite. You can see how crazy the outgoing tide is right now, man. You can see the huge ripples right here, and it's ripping right down here. So if you go across the way where I'm at right now, it's kind of slowed down. You can see the bubbles aren't going as fast. And there's not much of a rip over here. I think on my next reel up here, I'm gonna put some squid on the end of the line where my bloodworm's at. Watch, as soon as I start eating my snack, I'm probably gonna get hit on the end of the line here. That usually happens. That's a drum. I think that's, what is that?
It's croaking. It's pretty.
That's a big ass croaker. Holy shit, that's a huge croaker. No joke.
They're good eating too.
I can't see. Oh no.
You cut the head out and got it. And
it's not here. Follow me, hon. So I can get my pliers. That is the biggest croaker I've ever seen in my whole life. Look at the size of that croaker. So these fish you gotta be careful of. This is like literally a razor blade right here. I got the hook in my hand. That's literally like a razor blade when they flare out like that. See right here, feel that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, this is seriously the biggest croaker I've ever seen in my life. This young, what's your name?
Jess.
Jess? Jess caught on what bait did you use?
Sand flea.
Sand flea, guys. There we go. Look at the size of this croaker, guys. Holy crap. Yeah, I got one right here, bud. Looks like about maybe 11 inches, maybe.
Oh yeah, the same one.
Yep, just hold that flat for me, hon. Yeah, so that's actually a huge croaker, guys. Usually maybe half the size, if that. But we're gonna go ahead and measure this out real quick and flatten it out for me, hon. Just hold that end down, right here. There you go. And then we'll see how much it measures out to be. And look at the tail out here. Yeah, just like I thought. 11 inches, guys. Here we go. 11 inches that croaker is. That's a big croaker. All right. So hold it just right behind here.
Well,
you got gloves on, so you're good.
I was like, does anybody eat these?
Anybody want this keeper? That's 11 inches. It's 12, right? Or 10?
I don't want it.
Yep, there you go. Keeper croaker.
We don't want it. Yeah.
There you go. So somebody's gonna take it home and fillet it up and have a good meal on that. All right, Jess, good job. 302
Cool.
Fishing, man. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, did you? Awesome.
Yeah, we watched your the one for Cape Henlopen.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna go there.
That was a fun one. I like that. Yeah, that's by far a big one right there. I've seen in a long time. What was it, right by the piling?
Yeah, right over here.
Something decent on here, guys. It's big. It's big. Somebody get the net. Net. Oh, we got a striper. Here you go. Oh, get that thing. Perfect. All right. On the sand flea, guys. All right. Yeah, I just ripped the whole rod right off the side there. All right, guys. Nice striper, man. It's a good schoolie. Just after she just got the croaker. Sand fleas, guys. Man, he is feisty. I'd say probably about 13, 14 inches long. Fishing's starting to pick up, folks. Shame that guy left. We got a, come on now. Fish is trying to be a pain in the neck here. I'll tell you in a second, bud. I'm trying to get this thing settled down. 16 and a half inches long, guys. Boom. All right, we got a couple picks with our schoolie striper. I'm gonna toss that back in there. That was on sand flea, guys. Oh, dude, he got a belly flop on that one. That had to hurt. Ouch. That looks like me, man, jumping into a pool, guys. But all right, man. That's 2 seconds right after she just caught that big old croaker there. That makes me happy. Sand flea has been the hot bait as of the few last weeks here, guys. I mean, they've been catching some crazy stuff out here. Again, that croaker we mentioned. We got the sheepshead around here. You know, I already saw a striper right there. But they're coming right through the middle right here. Knock my rod down, everything. Oh, here you go, guys. The whole time there was a fish on the end of my line. Sea bass. Yeah, there you go, guys. Sea bass. These guys love to swallow hooks, man, and he's got one in him pretty good right now. I'm trying to work it out. Don't put your hands in the mouth of this fish. Hey, we got a bleeder. Got a bleeder. Oh, broke the hook there, guys. Oh, and she decides to take a dive on me. We got our flea replaced. Trigger alert, guys. Trigger alert. Oh. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. We got caught. We're going to lose our first rig here.
And there's something. There's got to be something with it.
Yep, there goes the first rig, guys. Let's see if we get lucky and it pops out easily. Oh, gotta fix my drag up here. There you go. Tragic, but it happens. Look at this guy's right here, man. Somehow he got almost behind the dock here. I don't know how the hell that happened. All right, guys, we're coming very, very close to slack tide. You can see that the current has significantly been cut down. I would say probably about another hour, we should have the turn. It's taking a long time between hits here, guys. You can see why a lot of people just pack up and run. They think the day is done with if they're not getting any hits, but you gotta put in the time, man. Again, I always look for that reward with all the effort that I put in these videos that we put out to you. Oh, there we got something on, guys. We got something. Oh man, stupid oyster cracker. We got just the thing, toadfish. Toadfish, AKA oyster cracker. AKA, I'm ugly as hell. Oh, there she goes. He jacked me all up here on my rig. Stupid fish. Oh, there's another hit right there, guys. Oh man, he had me first. Little clown. He's tugging on the sand flea right next to the pilings. Just waiting for that light switch to turn on the bite here. Still waiting, guys, after about an hour and a half. There's nothing, I mean nothing moving around here at all. Looks like the tide is changing. If you look right here, you can see the bubbles are now going towards the bays right now. So hopefully very shortly that might be able to trigger the bite back on, because we've been, like I said, been sitting here forever waiting for fish. I've had a couple bites here and there, but that's about it. Got some needlefish jumping around over here. That's what it looks like to me. Now it's minnows. Something scared them off. All right, guys, just for the heck of it, just to kind of change things up. It's still kind of quiet. I'm gonna take that sand flea out there and I'm gonna put a piece of squid on a bottom rig here. But I'm hoping shortly things will pick up. There we go, nice little streaming piece there. Flounder or striper might hit on that, who knows. Where are we at here? In the relax mode, sitting in the grandpa chair right here. Just gonna watch for the line to bounce. Again, just pacing back and forth like a tiger is wearing me out when we're not getting anything on the end of the line, so I'm not gonna waste any more energy doing that. But I looked at the phone there to see what time sunset was. It's 7:04, which means we have maybe about 2 hours worth of sunlight left. So are we gonna get a bite before sunset, or are we gonna get something after dusk? Who knows? But I'm trying to figure out in my mind what time I want to leave here, because this is a big long gap right now. Pretty cool, man. Got a loon sitting right there. Gonna be diving for fish in a couple seconds. See if he does it. Nope, he's gonna roll off. I took the squid off and I put the sand flea back down on the bottom. We're just gonna go for bust, and hopefully we get an errant striper that's gonna be coming in here right before dusk. I'm hoping. But it's been rough out here, guys. Like, everybody's gone. I've got the whole pier to myself right here, guys. got a hit right here, guys. Can we make it count after all this time? There we go, fish on. Fish on, guys. There we go. Fish on. Oh, stupid eel, guys. God dang it. Sorry about the expletive. That's a pretty cool looking eel. Normally they're dark green in color that we see out in the bays and everything. This one's kind of like grayish. But we're gonna get our remover here. The world's greatest tool. I'm trying to keep him from wrapping up my line. But there he goes. We'll only bite after 3 hours and it's a freaking eel. This is why I hate eels, because you see my line right here, nice and straight. As soon as the eel gets on it, it just twists that thing to all kinds of craziness and nonsense, and you can't hardly straighten it out. You can kind of pull it out a little bit if you stretch the line, which it looks like we can there, so we won't have to worry about switching that up. But we're gonna get that back down there. But again, I was happy just to see a bite, man. My God, it's the longest 3 hours of my life. Let's get it back down there. Let's see if there's something else there. You would think if there's an eel around, there's got to be a striper somewhere. I've never seen that species of eel before, so I'm going to go ahead and try to look that up and maybe put a picture right above here and try to identify that as I edit this video and everything else, so you can see what kind of species that is. If you know what it is, drop a comment below, and be curious to see if those are actually good striper bait. I know the green ones that you normally see are pretty good, but that's the first of that type of eel I've ever seen. That was a nasty looking eel that was on the end of there, but I want you to look over here, guys. Absolute beauty. As soon as the sun starts to set and almost to dusk, if you can look right here, use this as your reference, this point, and go straight out. You see those Grover trees right in front of you. I'm going to try to zoom it in, but to the left of the trees, what an absolute beautiful moonrise that's coming right above the Atlantic Ocean over there, because that's the Indian River Inlet Bridge. That's where you go out to go into the ocean. But that's going to look a little bit more amazing once it starts rising further and further. All right, we got our first snag in a while, guys. I'm going to try to see if we get lucky here. Yep, we sure did. Nice. I'm down with that. I hate retying rigs. Got a bunch of people here getting ready to do some night fishing. Probably going out for possible striper, or maybe even fishing for flounder in the evening. You can do that as well. But we'll stick out here for about maybe another 20 minutes or so, and then we'll decide to call it quits. Guys, you missed the strike right there, but we got him on the end of the line here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful drum right here we just caught. Nice looking size. That's a PB for me. Isn't that pretty cool? 3 hours and we got that fish right there. What a great looking species. But I am so happy for you being on the end of my line. But that fish absolutely destroyed that bloodworm. He's got something to say. Come on, talk for me. There we go, guys. One more time. Pretty. Off she goes. She's gone. Look at that awesome alpenglow going on there in the background, guys. But I'm glad I decided to stick it out and get one more species. Still waiting for something to bang up on those sand fleas on that fish finder right there, but I haven't heard not much as a peep on that. There we go, fish on. We got him. We timed it right. What do we got? What do we got here? Ah, man. I hate these things. Oyster cracker. Yeah. Gone. All of the fish have been hitting the bottom rig, not the top one. Let's see if we can try to get one more bite. I've got some hits right here. Came down to the other end of the pier and we're getting whacked. we go. Fish on, guys. Nice size, guys. Alrighty, we got a good one, guys. We got a good one, whatever it is. What the hell is that? There's a fish in there, guys. I think we got a crab. Yeah, we got a crab pot with what? Fish in there. Oh, we got two fish. Look, guys. That looks like a sea bass that's inside of here, but look at this. A little baby flounder. About as big as my hand. Look at the beautiful colors on that flounder. But it was in this crab bin here, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But let's get that back in there. Obviously, we don't want to keep that one. But what do we have in here? Is it a sea bass? Looks like one, I think. Who would have thought I'd catch a crab pot, guys? Do me a favor, can you open my bail for me, hon? Yeah, he's just trapped in his gills here. I'm trying to get him out of here. But pretty colors on the sea bass here. Here you go. They're terrorizing my line right now. Let's get him back on the way. Well, we didn't land the big old giant that I was looking for at Massey's Landing, man. I wanted to be another one of those people that had their big old catch up on the bait shop Facebook pages right there, but it wasn't to be. So we're gonna try to get out there a couple more times, no doubt, before the year's over with. We did catch a diverse amount of species right there. I caught 6 in total, but in totality of all the fishermen that were there and women, 7 species were caught. So the whole time I was there, 2 people only caught fish, me, and I'm gonna give kudos to Jess. She caught that 11-inch Atlantic croaker. That was her first time on a pier, and that was her first time catching that species. And wow, she caught a doozy of a croaker right there. So the gentleman who got that got lucky, because he's gonna have a nice little fish taco or a good fish fry, because that's some good eating meat right there. Myself, 6 species. I caught a striper, I caught sea bass, I caught a oyster cracker, eels, that baby flounder, and of course my PB puppy drum on the end of the line. We had 3 different baits. We had squid, sand fleas, and bloodworms. In the beginning of the episode, it was all sand fleas. At the end of the episode, it was all the bloodworms that was getting all the action. So you can just see how crazy things get, man. You just can't stick to one bait. You got to put all kinds out there to try to get what you want on the end of the line and know what fish hit those particular baits. The bloodworm isn't all, it just gets out there and it catches everything. But the sand fleas are very particular in species that you can catch. Again, I was surprised at the croaker on that sand flea, but we knew striper can hit sand fleas, and the puppy drum too, they can do that. And there's tog down in there too. I know I had been hit by this tog down there when I was fishing up underneath that crosswalk right there. But how crazy was that catch at the end there when I pull up somebody's crab pot and I got 2 fish in there, man. That sea bass and that tiny little flounder that was at the end, man. Real pretty colors on that little flounder. But of course we quickly threw that thing back in there. And reluctantly I threw the sea bass in there because I call them the roaches of the sea, because you can get a million of those, man. It's like bluegill. But they were fun, man. We got those species on. We got the tugs that we were looking for, and we caught some absolute beautiful scenery out there, man. There's scenics out there, man. What a great looking moonrise that was, man. It was just the day after the full moon, man. Absolutely gorgeous out there, man. That's one thing I like about going to these tributaries. You got all those beautiful scenes out there, man, to kind of break up the monotony and time you spend out there. I don't want you to think that I'm getting away from bass fishing, guys. You can look right here. I'm wearing long sleeves right now. Fall started a couple days ago, and the temperatures are quickly dropping right now. And you know what that means for me, man. I'm gonna get out there and get those big fat green beanbags, because I'm gonna be whipping out that lipless crankbait and start smashing up on some of these donkeys that are out there. I still have my goal of catching a 7-pound bass. So guys, I hope you appreciated that time that we put in there. Hopefully you guys would have liked that video. If you did, give us a big fat thumbs up if you like that. Drop a comment below if you have anything to say about the episode. That eel, guys, give me a comment below. I think it was either a gray or a beach conger eel that we caught there when I was talking about that species and trying to identify it. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, guys. Hit that notification bell, that way you get all the future episodes coming up in front of you further in the future here on our channel. Share this video out. I'm hoping that you guys have a great day. Hopefully you're catching your diverse species. Hopefully you're catching your big old PBs off of your piers and landings out in your area. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the last bit of sun set over here. And as always, guys, fish on.